apologize for this one. It's been a very, very busy and tight day, but we're still able to make it. We are here to do a review of the show for the year 2023. I mean, from the onset, from January up until this month of December, I think the Almighty has been good. He has granted us very good Saturdays, and we've always sat and had very important conversations on the show, What Remain One Show. Once again, we are here to do a wrap-up of the year, do a little review of how it went, what you're expecting, any improvement at all, and as always, we're trying to find out what to look forward to in the year 2024. So you're welcome aboard. This is Asaase Radio 100.3, the voice of our land. My name is Nana Mejuba. I am here with the beautiful Jane Williams, founder of Viva Texan Foundation. My producer is also in-house, Jimmy Kutin. And of course, we'll be talking to one of the regulars on the show, Hamdo Pata. So we are going for a quick musical break. And when I return, we begin the conversation. It is Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise. Enjoy. Victor joins me in just a moment. Jane, good evening.
Good evening, dear.
Oh. I was almost going to sing Afi Alcohol Pro.
It's been. What was the last time I was in this studio?
You do the countdown. I think the last time we met at where we pre-recorded.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, like 4 months.
It's been some time now. Wow. But how has it been for you this week?
It's been running around, Christmas. There's not much to spend, but there's a lot of running around to do. But it's all good. I love Christmas. It's my favorite month in the year. So no matter how it is, I really enjoy, especially the euphoria around.
Yeah, everybody shopping.
I always want to see people happy.
It looks like there are lots of people in town. Where were all those people? It's because of the sales. Like everybody's trying to do a reduction sale for us to get something to buy. In any case, Jane, I don't want trouble in this. But it's good to see you. Tonight we are doing a review of Watermelon One Show. I mean, 2023 has been a good year in spite of all things. Especially for you, Jane. I know it's been a good year.
A very good year. It's been a wonderful year.
Yeah, it's been a good year.
So my church members, when you see me on 31st, God willing, dancing. I mean, dancing all sorts of dance. Please, I beg you, allow me. Especially the ushers. Stop telling me I should move forward.
I can imagine and I can relate. It's been a good year for you, and I think it's been a pretty good year for me too.
Yes.
Like you're making certain changes, and you just want to sit down and reminisce and tell yourself that, wow, I made such a good decision. It's been great. Yes. So let's talk about this. How's this week been in terms of trends and women? Who has been the spotlight for the week?
Sister Deborah.
LGBTQ.
She stepped on the foot of the lion.
Oh dear.
I don't know, but I'm not sure Sam will actually respond to her. He just posted that he posted something that the lion is sleeping. Yeah, that's what he said. But
yeah,
that is. And then that lady who is coming to do Singathon. Asaase 100.3.
Well, she's a friend too, and I'm happy for her.
Yeah,
but come to think of it, tomorrow is the day. Wow. She starts tomorrow.
I wish her all the best.
Charlie, it's not going to be easy.
Yes.
4 days plus 9 hours.
Yes, I watched a video of her
rehearsing.
No, they were, I think it's medical assessment.
Yeah. Then she did a press soiree, apologizing to ECG and also to, if the light goes up, I'm sure it's like a disqualification, because when she starts, she's not supposed to stop.
ECG, please, on behalf of our dear sister, we beg you, please.
Are you going to support her there?
Don't doom say, we beg you. They say it's not doom so anymore, it's doom say.
Oh, Jamaica, doom say.
Yes, one boy and a sister now on fair in Yamambra, Omangana, Nembesia Funyara. So please don't do the doom say. We beg you.
I'm sure she should be resting by now.
And then
she has about 5 days of not sleeping.
Yes, and she'll be singing more than 3,000 songs. That's epic, man.
More than 3,000 songs. Oh my word!
I like it when women in particular, challenge the status quo. When women would want to break the glass ceiling.
But what happened to you? How did you feel when the Gamma president, actually released the list on the social media? Fire wild.
I felt there was a little bit of malice, but when he came out to apologize and to explain his actions, I just gave him the benefit of the doubt, because initially, before he releasing the list, he was heard saying something like Gamro will do something to her because she's singing the songs without royalties and other stuff, and people started bashing him. Then the next time, keep quiet again, you release the list. So anybody who knows the chronology of issues will say that you released it out of malice. But he said he never knew that the songs were to be kept confidential.
Mm.
Yes, it's a nice excuse though. Maybe it will fly for children.
Do you think Ghanaians have been so hard on Rex Omar? To an extent.
They have been. You know, Ghanaians, when you touch what they love and like, they hate you in the guts. That's how Ghanaians are. That's what I've realized about them. So before you speak against something in Ghana, before you try to come against a particular personality in Ghana, you have to tread carefully.
Yeah.
Because there are certain people, I'm not saying that they are gods or they are 10 gods, but Ghanaians love them to the extent that if you touch them, you don't touch them well. They come for you so hard. And this is one of it. They came for him so hard. And the guys were on here. I was like, hey, really? And the bars and the punches, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
he has trended. It will be good for his social media.
Oh, but come on. You know, there are positive and negative trends.
Yeah, but
so
it's all good that we make. So I'm sure he has learned his lessons. There are certain reservations that if you have about people, if you have about the things that they are doing, it's not necessary for you to bring it out. You can speak with them in confidence and then point it out to them. But if you have these reservations, even about her royalties not paying, you could have just spoken with her, but not come on air, especially before she starts her sing-a-thon.
yeah.
Okay, so she could have finished, and when she wins, then you can come in and say, my dear, you have to pay royalties for this. And I'm not sure Ghanaians would have had a problem with that. But somebody who is psychologically tuning herself to undertake such I will not say an impossible trend, but a difficult thing.
Yeah.
And then you come in with these things. It's like they are trivialities, and we are dealing with serious issues here. So you put the royalties aside, we'll come and settle you when we are done. That's it. But
anyway.
Sorry to him though.
But at least some people have also learned some copyright issues and all.
Yes,
yeah, because I mean, to many they didn't know that that is the way to go.
Yes,
I mean, somebody like Ifya sat on an Accra base station to give her authorization that hey, I'm with you. You're good to use my songs, and yes, so she was okay. She said, hey girl, I'm with you. How about the others? Is everybody okay with that? Yeah. For many, it's about her trying to be popular, but forgetting that she's Ghanaian and she wants to put Ghana out.
Putting our music on the
But
map.
funny enough, there's a Nigerian who is also doing the sing-a-thon at the same time.
Yes, she's on it. She started before her. So I'm
No, the lady announced it only 5 hours to the time. Like as of yesterday, she made the announcement on TikTok.
Wow.
Yes. So I was like, why was she keeping it? Why was she keeping it? She made the announcement only on TikTok, and she's also being supported. So it's dicey. I was like, no, I think you should have waited for if you had to be done, then you also come and do your announcement. But the way you came out to do this announcement, my sister,
Niger Jollof and Ghana Jollof.
it's not easy. It isn't easy. So I think I'm yes. So she is called Jasmine Singh. Oh yes, so Jasmine, she's a TikToker.
Okay.
Yeah, she is Nigerian, and she's also making that attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the longest singing period for an individual.
Wish them all the best.
Yes. So she began her attempt like on December 18, but Ifwa had done the announcement weeks ago and has been preparing all the publicity around it, trying to make it bigger than even herself. So that has been it. I think we should move down to our conversation tonight. We're doing highlights of the year 2023, but we are live on Asaase Radio YouTube. We are live on Asaase Radio YouTube. And so you want to go there and check us out on YouTube. Just go on YouTube and search Asaase Radio Cape, because we are live there on What's Women Want show. Now, Jane, how will you describe the year 2023? I like the way.
Can I be biased a bit?
I don't. Yeah, just be genuine about it.
Yes,
that's you.
2023. It's been a lot of lessons to be learned, and one of it is perseverance, endurance, determination, and I've seen that pop out of almost every Ghanaian. because this year we've been squeezed so much. Life has squeezed us Ghanaians so much, but we are here. And when you go to Accra, they are doing dirty December. They are dirtying themselves. So 2023 has been very eventful and filled with lots of blessings and heartaches as well, because
Heartaches.
we've lost a couple of people, and then the timing that they died and how they died, sometimes it's kind of scary. I know everybody will die, but for somebody to just slump down and die, for somebody to go for a prayer meeting, come back, sleep, and doesn't wake up again, it's kind of scary. So 2023 is a mix of everything, and I know that those that really put their hands to the plow have been able to harvest something. Yes, even though it was a difficult year, very challenging one, but if you put your hands to the plow, I'm sure that you have some harvest in your hands by now, and that's it.
Those are some really, important points there. But in the lives of women, let's look at us socially. Do you think we've attained so much?
Yes, 2023, I realized that a lot of women, academically, when you check the graduations of these tertiary institutions, women were topping
Domination.
the charts, and it was always giving me, goosebumps and, that kind of feeling, sweet feeling. Yes, it's like the future is woman. That's it. The future is woman. It's not that you are trying to shove it down or you're trying to rub it in the faces of other people, but the future is woman. The future is definitely woman, because if you see in academia, in corporate world, whatever, entertainment industry, it's the women. The women are just dominating. So it's been good for women. It's been good for women.
So socially, we've done so much for ourselves. How about economically? Do you think we are magicians to be, conjuring some magic in this time? Because, Charlie, come to think of it, it's not been easy.
Yeah, and I think this year brought to bear the management skills of a lot of women, especially mothers and wives and grannies and every woman, because you realize that the amount that you have and how much you're supposed to spend and how you are able to manage. I think I read a post on social media, and a woman was saying that there are 11 in a home, and she's handed down 1,500 Ghana cedis. No, if I say 1,500, it's 1,500 cedis a month for 11 people, only 4 kids. And I was like, no, you're a magician. Like, come and teach me how you do it, because I'm not really able to put the maths together. So women, economically, we've been phenomenal, because it hasn't been easy, when it comes to prices of items and how they skyrocketed, but still we're able to hold our homes down, hold our people down with it, and then people don't go hungry. That's a woman for you.
Wow.
We've done very well, very well, very well. And I
in managing finances.
Yes, we have. And at a point I realized that, not generally, I don't know for other people, but for the people around me, I realized a lot of women cutting down the things that they are supposed to ideally do for themselves, like pamper themselves. They had to cut those things down just to, cushion the home. And it was beautiful. I was telling a friend of mine that what I'm seeing you do, it's beautiful to deny yourself of certain things that you really deserve, but for your family you decide to cut down these things. You've done well. So women have done a lot of work, and believe you me, we couldn't have attained these things without our daddies, our lords. Our zaddies and our lords.
Zazis.
Yes, our zazis and our lords. So I commend them as well. They've been there. They've been a pillar for us, and it's been good. It's been good.
How about culturally, you think we performed?
Mhm. Yes, we did. We did. I'm trying to remember. There is this woman that has been installed a king.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get the place. She's with Lions International. She's one of the executive, and I was very excited to see her and how she's. I am without any prejudice, right? When you put a woman in a certain position, there are exceptions where some women go overboard and they act negatively, but women in general, you put them in higher positions like this, they act very well and they really produce results. Culturally, we've done a lot. I'm not sure this year. Did they do Chalewote and those things?
Oh yes,
They did
Chalewote
it.
Festival
Yes.
was.
So culturally, yeah.
We
And then-
tried a bit
Yes,
of
and
everything.
then I think there was this one too recently. I don't know whether it's still ongoing. Ankwenzi or something.
Okay,
on-
so I'm told there's
Yes.
something like that here
Yes,
too.
yes. So I'm sure women are trying culturally to. We are on it. We're on it. Don't come to me with spiritually. I know that's where you are coming. Please.
Spirituality.
Please. Today I'm kind of.
But let's see, politically, do you think we've been quiet? Because, of course, the men always overshadow us when it comes to politics. I mean, in Parliament, you can only count 4% of women in there. Yeah.
This issue.
I remember asking the Honorable Gisela Abote when she came to the mock Parliament organized here in the region. We had Parliament visiting UCC. And then she was a guest, and I had to ask her that, how are you dealing with it? Because,
It's
you
not
can only
easy.
count a few of them. You need to be strong. You need to have that spirit of endurance to be in there with the men.
Grit. Like, you need to have grit. And if you have it too much, they come at you. If you don't have it well, they put you down. So you have to be able to balance it.
Yeah.
But women in politics, we are doing great. I think that now a lot of women are coming up. Up until recently, when you say assembly member, it was only the men that were going for assembly member positions. But now there are a lot of women in it. And in politics too, when you go to the main platform, there are a lot of women on it. When you go to these morning shows that host these political talks, there are a lot of women coming on board and being very vocal. Both major political parties, that's the NPP, the NDC, the women in the marvelous, tremendous women who are doing very amazing things. So I think that in politics we are coming up. Gradually, women are buying into the space. Initially, men used to batter women with fidelity issues and try to, but these days it's not washing. It's not washing. So I think they will have to change their tactics, and everything that they bring on board will squash it. It's just that women are coming.
I think some of the women performed very much well during the primaries. Yeah, we saw that the last one in the NPP elections. I don't know about the NDC. I don't have the point because I went out on the field during that one, so at least it's evident. But we're seeing a lot more interested women in the field of politics.
You see, women are a lot in Ghana here, and if we speak up, if we get involved, I think that we'll be able to push our country to where we want it to be. It is enough that women have been relegated to the back and have been relegated to support. Now we want to be there, and I am sure that in less than 5 years, or let's say 10 years time, we'll have a woman contesting for president. I'm very positive about that. And yes, I'm very positive about that. And it will be a great feeling, to get a woman president for our nation. Then we'll also see what the woman can bring on board. Here, I've always maintained that for women and men, personally for me, there is no competition between us. We are unique in our own ways. The man is unique, the woman is unique. All what we are saying is that we want equity. right? Yes. So whatever that is due me as a woman, let me have it. So let us have the platform. Now we have women ministers. Even for the Methodist Church Ghana, Cape Coast Diocese, ever since Methodist Church Ghana was brought to us when we gained autonomous, it's our first time of having a female diocesan youth organizer. Yes, and very Reverend Beverly, wherever you are, I say hello to you. I'm so proud of her. She's a young, vibrant woman, and you have to see her, Ejiba.
Oh, really?
You have to see her.
I really need to see her, if you're saying so.
She represents a new version of
leadership.
Yes, and a minister. Okay. When you see her and when you see her in her mouth, you tell she's a reverend minister, you believe it. Hey, life, yeah. Oh, I feel that woman with her lipstick and and her nice makeup done, her nails done. You know, she brings this kind of modernity to it, and it's nice. I think they had her induction service last week. Is it last 2 weeks? Yes, on the 10th. Yes, at the Wesley Cathedral, and it was nice to have first ever. Methodist is over 100 years, and it's our first time that we're having a female as a as a DYU
in 100 good years.
Yes, in the premier diocese.
That's interesting.
Yes, that's very interesting. So women are doing well in ministry as well, and this on the fun side. We always say Agrada is a comedian, so I don't really she's a comedian, and so I don't really count her, but she's doing well. She's doing very well in her ministry.
Oh, Jane. And you make me want to ask you your take about, entertainment.
My God.
We've spoken a bit about socially, economically, culturally. Let's see the other side.
Yesterday, Stoneboy did the unthinkable. Is it 35,000 or 40,000?
Yeah, the stadium.
People at the Accra Sports Stadium. And I didn't attend, but those who went and the videos that we are seeing on social media, Charlie, the guy did. He did the thing.
I wish we would talk about women.
He did the thing. Let me just talk about Stoneboy because he
you.
just finished his own yesterday. So let me talk about Stoneboy. Okay. And then when we come to women, right? I think with our gospel artists, they've done very well because the songs that they've released this year back to back has been...
I think they now understand that it's business. So if it is business, you're doing business, you're not branded, you're not presentable, then you are not doing business. So those who want to do the real business are doing the business.
They're doing it. They're doing it. And
it's such an investment. It's quite expensive.
And the songs they are churning out and their music videos, you see quality, you see good content, and when you listen to their songs, you're like, yes, this is what can put us on the global map. And you see that we normally sing in our local dialect, that is Tree, either Tree or Fanti or Gan, but now they're trying to mix the Tree and then the Gan with English so that it can reach wider audience, and it's very good. And Nasi has been low key pushing our women, and then I say thanks to him. He's been doing great for us. As for the secular world, I've not actually heard any female, I don't know, Efia or Kaki or the other one.
Eno Baroni.
Eno Baroni. I love that lady.
Wendy Shea.
I love Eno Baroni. I love Eno Baroni. I love her.
Really?
Because of her bass,
She's got some punches.
She
lyrically.
She has bass more than what's this guy's name? Fela Makapi's husband.
Medical?
Yes. Eno Baroni. Medical cannot. He cannot on any grounds rap with Eno Baroni. He cannot. Eno has the bass. She
Says Jane.
Yes, please. It's just because she's the woman, so the men feel, some way to put her up there. But Eno is up there. And Wayala, yes. Wayala too has been doing great. Wayala has been doing great. And there is this saying that before Southerners will realize that dog meat is sweet, then the Northerners have finished chewing it. Before we realize who Wayala is, what she brings on the table, the content she's creating, the Western world would have taken over from us. Because we are less quality. It's like we are shadowing it. It's like we are not realizing.
You're not giving her that attention, right?
I think we are not used to her kind of music. So it's like we're trying to put her down there, but Uyala is up there. I'm telling you. Yes. When she has her shows out, like in Germany and Amsterdam, you realize that no, the girl is there. I remember, I think she had an issue with an event coordinator when they put her photo like last, and she complained, and then so it's cool. All these ladies are doing awesome.
Yeah, and I think she was so confident to come out to
speak about it.
She
registered,
and that's a plus.
Yes. Sometimes we are like, oh, famanyame. Meanwhile, I don't know how. And I was so proud of her when she spoke about it, and then she made sure that changes were made to it.
Yeah,
that's how we live. If something bothers you, you speak about it. Whether you are a woman or a man, speak about it. Speak about it and make sure. And she went about it in a very diplomatic way that courted people's sympathy and then empathy as well. She didn't just come out making noise, but she just respectfully put it out to them that they should place her at her right place on the poster.
Yeah.
Yes.
And according to her, it was in her terrain. Like they were going up there, and she is the lioness.
And you put me
in her
back.
own way, and she is hiding at the last place on the flyer, looking very little. No, probably I would have spoken out if I were the one too. Interesting. I wanted us to switch over and talk about music. Yeah. It's music we've been talking about. The play of music. Anyway. Okay, so that's fine. So, in a moment, we'll be talking to the producer of the show on, some of the things he goes through as the one producing the show, the ups, the downs, what to look out for, and all. You're live on Asaase Radio, and this is What Women Want show. We are doing a review of the year 2023, and already we have done a few things talking about, describing the year in general, looking at the social bit, the economic bit, the entertainment, the politics, and, the cultural nature, all of these being talked about. I wanted to ask Jane, who inspired her the most this year?
Wow. Who inspired me the most? Beatrice Annan. Beatrice Annan Few.
Okay.
Yes. She's a communications member. Yes. And she's a lawyer as well.
Okay.
And she inspired me this year. She inspired me the most. And I don't know her personally, but when I reached to her in her DM, she responded. And she was very wonderful towards me, like the vibe.
Like the first time.
And I was wondering,
very welcoming.
Yeah, people like her sometimes, if they don't know you, and I understand them for security purposes, they normally would not want to respond to DMs, but she did, and she even sent me her personal line that I can reach out to her anytime. And this year, so anytime I see her on TV, I have to stop everything and watch her. The eloquence, the confidence, and yes, so she's the one.
I see.
Beatrice Annan Few. Mrs. Yes.
Interesting. I wanted to ask you what her specialty is.
She's a lawyer by profession.
Has she specialized in any aspect of law, or she does?
No, she hasn't. Just general practice.
General practice.
But she's a politician.
Okay.
Yes.
You're tempting me to get to know much about her.
She's a politician.
For somebody to inspire Jane, then it's a lot. Yes. For somebody to inspire this lady here, then it's a lot. Yes. So, yeah. Would you have any best performing female politician?
best performing female politician from any of the sites?
Yeah, from this year.
I'll give it to. Let me see.
That's like an on-the-spot question.
Yes, you really put me on the spot. So I'm trying to think through. Any of them who has really worked that I've seen. No, is it that any of them who has
Jen, you think about it.
Thank you very much.
Let me talk to the producer of the show.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
What's your mama Audrey? What do you mean, Yadu?
Nyadu.
I bet it's not good. You may be any fancy.
Otasi.
Now, me every bro fashion shama makamo bro for women minina. And you bring some anumitina.
Oh dear. Mr. Producer.
Yes, madam.
I'm just lost. I'm short of words. I don't know which one to use for you. But how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm not too good, but I'm okay.
We give thanks for the gift of life.
I told you've been performing the Santa duty today.
Indeed. So as a way to show our appreciation to the staff, I personally delivered their end of year Christmas presents. Yeah. So I've been to about 60% of the staff homes.
Oh, amazing.
And we continue tomorrow.
Yes.
So yeah, I've been busy throughout the day. Yeah.
Anyway, so it's important that we, on this day, it's a very busy day, the 23rd of December, and which means that in 8 days, we are in brand new year, 2024.
Yeah.
How will you describe the year for What You Men Want show? Okay, first off, the year in general, and then for the show you are producing.
Oh, well, I think the year has been unstable, perhaps. As some of you may know, I didn't really start the year quite too well due to some family challenges that I had. And eventually I lost my mom. So,
yeah, one of those things.
So, yeah, so it's been up and down. I've had a few wins. I have had a lot of losses. It's not been a smooth road this year, but like I always say, we give thanks for the gift of life. So that's what is important. Once you are alive, everything is possible. So yeah, it's been up and down. It's been
an unstable year for you.
Yeah, it's been an unstable year for me, but we give thanks.
How about your show? Has it been stable or unstable?
Well, as I can see, Jen is looking quite dapper, sweet, smelling good. You are looking fine. I can hazard a smell good gang from you. I want to think that it's been a good year for ladies.
Really?
Your economy has thrived. You're doing single-digit inflation. So yeah.
Oh, really?
I mean, I think the show has grown from its early days 3 years ago.
Yes.
Eventually transferred onto this platform. The time for the airing changed a bit from 90 minutes to 120 minutes. That's 2 hours. Jane, I'm sure we are closer to her abode, so she's been here a lot more than she used to. Hamda has been a constant feature.
Yes.
Ade Bukola, a couple of them. So yeah, it's been good. You've touched a lot of topics, things that supposedly are important to you.
Yeah.
Not always agreeing with you, but I understand. I'm not a woman, so.
But he's producing the things he's not agreeing with.
Yes, that's the beauty of life.
The beauty of it.
Yes.
See, in principle, he doesn't agree with us.
Yes.
But for
work?
purposes of work, he has to.
Let me tell you something funny. So we went to one of the supermarkets to get some products just this afternoon. We get there, and so I'm Asaase Center. right? So ordinarily, I want to look and feel Santa, but a paraphernalia no one, product no one. There's no Santa for me. There's Santa for women and kids. So naturally, I protest. And the lady serving, it's a lady that's serving. I'm like, I speak a lot of French. And her son, in Zamana Wharton, main for one's in you. Also, and then call woman, I'm saying, boy. My farmer one's a womb. Miss Alphonse, you're able to check on yes,
when I want tower pay.
only answer.
One tower pay. Is
it the way I'm quietly looking at him?
Obey the pattern, but the academy region.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, like at least I'm not mucha. See, make it available. I mean, kede main pay.
But you
get me? And I was like, but you know, I mean, most of the customers we met were men shopping for their homes.
That's nice.
Yeah, obviously they should
Most
shop
of
for the
them.
home. So
You see, you get the
it's a
point
good
now.
deed.
So basically, what I'm saying is that it's been a good year for women.
Really?
Yeah. You know, more money soon. You
We
know,
forgot to speak about the murder and the.
Yeah, I mean, we'll
women.
come to that.
A lot of
We'll be
women
coming to
have
that.
also gone under the knife from men.
really.
Yeah, yes.
Why is that?
Yeah, I mean, all those
Relationship issues
attacks
and
and, you know,
Attacks.
killer
Oh,
the
relationships.
Kumasi
and all.
one.
Oh, there's been a couple of stories that some, well, when the media gets hands-on information, it comes, but there are others, trust me, we are not there, so we can talk about it. So,
You see, the point I wanted to make is that I mean, there's been fantastic topics. The positions on those topics, I disagree most of the time.
Where is
Yeah.
Hamda?
I disagree with Hamda 99% of the time.
Where is Hamda?
But we are great friends.
unfortunately, Handa will be joining us later.
So
She is
who
stuck.
called from UK? I've forgotten the gentleman's name.
Yeah,
The
that
man-
particular
The man
day.
claims that Hamda has been hurt by somebody. Hamda, calm down.
I'm not sure Hamda has been hurt by. I just think Hamda has certain positions she holds here. I vehemently disagree with her. And yeah, I hope she.
Everyone is entitled
She
to her
agrees
opinion,
with
and
me.
she always has her own reasons to, you know, believe in certain things or want to relate
But you
with
see,
certain things.
I believe that as we grow, our preferences changes,
Indeed.
Definitely.
and I look forward to seeing a lot of stuff that she holds change, not drastically, but a tweak to it. Yes,
It comes with time.
yes, it's with time.
Yeah.
you,
It
you
comes
realize
with
that.
time.
Yes, that's
I know she will disagree with me, but I mean,
It's well. It's
As
well.
it comes, yeah, we'll all
Yeah.
see the difference. So that's about
You see,
it.
in life, sometimes you say, "Me, this thing, I will never tolerate it." You find yourself somewhere and then you realize that
yeah,
you
yeah,
are putting up with it and even trying to find ways and means of adjusting to it forever.
yeah.
So-
But see, the thing about Hamda that I cherish so much is her sincerity.
Yes,
She's very sincere about
What
her
she believes.
positions and the things that she holds dear. I also very much like her. She's very articulate.
Yes,
Yeah,
very-
she's very articulate.
very.
You know
Very.
about.
Clearly, she puts her.
Yes.
Yeah, but
stance
so
down.
that's a deed of a medical doctor. That's defines her.
Yeah.
And I like her for these deeds. I mean, on point, you say it the way it is and go
Yeah.
your way.
That's
If that thing is going to kill you, probably in 2 months, you need to tell the person in the face so that you start enjoying your life, because whether you like it or not.
Let me tell you some of my favorite moments. I liked it when Ade was on the show. You can tell Ade is a very married woman. There's a difference between being
No.
married and very married.
Ade and Hamda are two extremities.
Precisely the point.
Okay.
Ade is an extremely married woman.
Yes.
Hamda is an extremely
Uh-huh.
single
Same.
So you can
woman.
get why I like Ade.
And I fit in between.
Yeah, I know. but the point is, I kind of think, and you know, I mean, a lot of men are listening. I you know, if you disagree, let me know. I think that Ade increasingly understands the position of men.
Mhm.
Increasingly, Because Jane, and you been it's not yezen. Because we are not women. You see, it's not. It's a whole kingdom on its own. When you marry a man, or you are in a relationship with a man, the man doesn't come into your kingdom. You come into the man's kingdom. And there are rules, there are principles, there are conventions.
Ejiriba?
Yes?
Jane.
I just want him to preach
Jane.
on.
Anapa. Sure. Na hello, good morning. How are you? Did you sleep well? The next morning, go and say, good morning. So there are principles, there are rules that I feel like Ade has sort of understood those rules, those I mean, I know you can say, oh, Mamu Miska, hey, but you need to
no, me, if
so the man will admit.
No, me, I remember posting on media that I love being a dependent woman, and people were laughing at me.
Yeah.
Because me, no matter how much money I make, I would want my man to provide for me.
Indeed.
If you cannot provide for me, please don't.
And he's sweet.
Please. Because yes, no matter how much I have, I would want to spend your money. So bring your money. But the issue about this good morning thing, you see, women are naturally sweet. Women, we are naturally sweet.
I don't think so.
What we do is that we do garbage in, garbage out. Right?
I disagree with you.
So what happened preceding the morning is what we give you in the morning. So if you made me feel very sweet of myself, if you made me feel very happy the night before, what will prevent him from coming to say hello?
You see, that's why I like Ade. You see, Ade understands the politics of the kingdom. Ade understands Ade is my secretary. We will fight in the night because I want things done, and I want it done in a certain way, because I believe that when we do it that way, we are all safe. If you have an alternative idea, put it on the table, but don't do it at my blind side.
No,
so let's get to that.
Bad.
So we are fighting. She'll come and wait for me at the front office. Hey, good morning, sir. How are you? How was your night? I said, I'm fine. I'm not on good terms. I know, but you let me take your bag. Let's go inside. By the time I get to the office, we are on good terms, right? But you see the thing I gave you in the night, you will term it as garbage, right? When I come in the morning and you're giving me
straight faces.
The unfortunate matter is that me, I have 7 sisters, so the war will be on.
Why should it be
Why
on?
are you looking at my face?
You see what he's saying?
I'm just listening to you.
You see, what you are doing is small bullying, small abuse, because
me, I'm a bully.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. He has
Me,
accepted it.
I'm a bully, you know.
Anyway,
It's normal in the male kingdom.
You see?
to be a
you're
bully,
listening to
so-
the producer of this show.
So if you don't allow them to bully you, they start branding you.
Exactly.
You are
He-
not cooperative.
He is Jimmy Cooten.
But why do you want to prolong the bullying?
Listen to Ejiriba. She's intentionally mentioning your full name.
I know.
Yeah, he
I'm
is.
preparing a response.
He's Jimmy Cooten. I kind of understand him better than most of you. So, I mean, that's okay. It's just okay. You're tuning to Asaase Radio 100.3 on your dial, and we're also streaming live on Asaase Radio Cape Coast on YouTube. So, yes, probably you will find in difficulty in searching us on Facebook today. Well, today we are streaming on YouTube. So, kindly go on YouTube and join the live. Okay. We've been talking about, a whole lot of things that we are seeing this year. And now we've been talking about the show that you are listening to and its performance. So we kind of have gone into a bit of what we've done: relationship, family life, finances, fashion, entertainment, men. You know, we always want to talk about men, which is key to this one. We can't leave them out. So men. So Jane, I want us to delve into the show this year. There have been a lot of exciting topics that we have treated. Well, I want us to run ourselves through some of the things we've spoken about on the show in the year and the review. So typically we've done about how many topics? So we've spoken about infidelity, the new normal, whether men are normalizing cheating.
Hey.
Yeah, and that was a great one. Our men normalizing cheating. We've done women love and expectations. We've done things women do for love. Yeah, when we are in love, we do the unimaginable. And we've done hello ladies, older man, younger man, or age mates. That was also quite an interesting one.
Man.
You were on
Older man.
We talked about a woman's worth. We've done chasing your dreams as a woman. We've done women love and forgiveness. We talked about body shaming, which was also a very crucial conversation, because we realized that a lot of women are being body shamed, and for most people, they don't even know what that thing can do to their fellow human beings. So body shaming was a key conversation. Love killings, yes. In the news, there's been a lot of women who are falling victim, dying out of love. Like, you're living with your man, he wants something, and at the end of the day, you're leaving this world. You've been killed. We spoke about romance scam. We all know the almighty lady who led us into that conversation. The 21st Century Motherhood, Understanding Women edition of the show. And that was hosted by the producer here. I don't know. Can I ask you how it felt like when you hosted that edition? Already you said that you do not know why you are here to understand women, in as much as you know that women cannot be understood.
Yeah.
Will you want to explain yourself with that?
I'm a man. If women were to be understood by men, the adventure will end. Women are a mystery. Yeah. There are too many pages in that book. You cannot exhaust it. So you take it a day at a time. Yeah. Given that men have shorter lifespan than women, you can imagine that we can never exhaust the pages in the book. So yeah. I mean, I don't understand you.
But do I understand you?
I doubt, but we take it like that.
Is it that you find difficulty in understanding us, or you intentionally do not want to understand us?
We are not on the same wavelength. Like, our frequencies are different. So we strive to reach a confluence. Do you get me? We are in different directions. We are, and me feel there. And you being it now for a while, you come to understand. As I already scream, no scream. As I already okay, no problem. So the frequencies are different. So
no, you see, sorry to cut you in. You keep on saying the frequencies are different.
Yeah.
If you remember, the last time I was here, I spoke about orientation.
Yeah.
Our orientation as Africans, we orient men. Bemensu or frequency nidinyo. It has no yopa, no witty, not all. Bemensu, no shenum. The frequency, men don't really react to. Sometimes screaming gets a lot of things off your chest. Sometimes crying, it's therapeutic. But our men will say, oh, yeah, frequency, being a man, forgetting that you are a man, yes, but you have a heart, and the woman also has a heart.
Okay, so
you have other feelings that.
Who said Bemensu?
Oh, so growing up as a man, the Bemensu.
No.
I don't know whether when your mommy passed, I'm sorry to make reference to that, you actually wept in public for people to see you weeping. You go and hide someone.
That's what I wanted to come to.
Thank you very much.
The idea of Bemensu is an idiomatic expression.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I want to ask a question before I answer, right? Do you have a boy? Like, do you have a son?
I have 3 boys.
Good. Oh, so you're in the minority, right? At home. Now,
I'm the only one now.
Exactly. So now, would it sit well with you as a human being if every infraction in your boy's way, he comes crying? It will be odd.
In any child's life, every infraction, if they come crying, I will not be comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Either a male or a female, I will not be comfortable with it.
I'm interested in the male side.
So I also want to tell you that whether a male or a female,
Yeah.
if everything and they come crying, I'm not cool with it.
Let me
Because
tell
you
you
have specified like a male.
Yeah, I'm
it
talking about
it
like
means that
a young man.
It means that
Or a teenager.
will you be okay?
Or an older person.
But
There.
ebe you okay there uba be say about so they be on for sumbra.
In fact, because of how my adrenaline is, I will understand, but I will not encourage overdoing it.
Exactly.
But let me make my point. Say, we will be interpreting masculinity from a feminine point of view. That's the challenge. You, as a man, you cry. But the way you cry is different from the way a woman cries. The way you express your emotions is different from the way a woman expresses her emotions.
Yes.
Right. Look at that. It means don't do it like the way the women do it. Not necessarily there for emotions. Let me give you a
So how do you express your emotions?
Me.
Yes.
She knows.
No, how do you express, like generally men, how do they express their emotions?
They will scream. They will excuse themselves to shed a tear or two. They will drink. They will.
And womanize?
Thank you for suggesting it. I didn't say it, but they will have sex. I mean, there are different ways men, express emotion. Or they will talk to a fellow man, or they will pray. There are different ways they express themselves. But the point I wanted to make is that the way they do it is different from the way women do. Why? Because the frequencies are different. I mean, I'm a boy and because I mean, you're being feminine. I mean, you're masculine. You
You see, when a woman also presents this in quote and unquote hard face, the men see the woman being an alpha female, and then they tend to shy away from the woman.
Yeah, because you're not being feminine.
So feminine means actually.
So what is feminism?
Feminine. I am copra. Insane copra. Coconut wires. No, I mean, come on, man. I mean, there are 52% of you. Do you think I will leave the feminine ones and come for the purple? I mean, I'm just being real. I mean,
so you see, men love the women.
Yes, we like women being women. Yes, but that is it. Do you know the number of the amount of testosterone that surrounds me? Like, and I don't need to come to you for masculinity.
Yes.
Do you get me? I'm coming to you for your femininity, not your, I'm not coming to you.
Then when you guys are paying bills, you shouldn't be shouting.
Mr. Procedure, Mr. Procedure, Mr. Producer, let me proceed.
Did we talk about bills this year?
I love this show.
Bills?
Yeah.
I love this
No.
show so much.
I mean,
how he was quiet.
You see, bills,
Because you see, paying bills, okay, is part of feminism. Because you said we should be feminine.
Yeah.
And every woman who is, I always tell people that before God put Eve with Adam,
Yes.
Adam had everything.
Yes.
God never made anything after he made Eve.
Yeah.
It means that Eve never know for soft life. Beer or woman. Toba no abedim also to hand that and so there was a 50-50.
No, yeah, 50-50. I was going to talk. No, I mean, like I always say, at the end of the day, like I always say, men are listening, right?
And Jane, coincidentally, we had a conversation around the 50-50 in marriage.
Yes, exactly.
Applying to household chores.
Yes,
My position.
Yes.
I was here.
My
Yes,
position
you were on
was, now you mentioned bill. My position is, what constitutes a bill? Bill no yankasa no oyabazi. What constitutes it? Because to you, there are basics: internet, electricity, water, the garbage, right? Security, school fees, That was it. In health care and accommodation, right? Abazibium.
Fuel.
No, fuel and come on. You fuel. You hold fuel for now. You fuel. Nah, what friend a monthly allowance, isn't it? Nah, Abazibium. My was a 9. Any responsible man will do either all of it or over 80% of it. If you put back the domestic assistance, because I do want to know if you want to do also. Into no, my man for domestic.
Mean your soft life.
Now,
let me doing everything
now
my own. You have to pay for it.
Pante
You have to pay for it.
a fuel.
You have to pay for it.
Oh no, I don't worry because no, Chedema, I'm going beyond. This one is not bills. This one, I'm taking total care of you.
You see,
do you get me? But you're not in my life.
We are also taking total care of you.
In what way?
Then we also have to have 3 men so that they can provide for us.
You're taking care of me
as much as
like
we want.
Don't we take care of you?
No, I'm not questioning. I'm trying to understand what your position is with that matter. What I'm saying is this. See, sir, them basics and you are working and you're not bringing in anything. Oh, you knew. Yeah, I'm speaking for me. Oh, you know. Okay, so what do you do with your money?
What I do with my money is my personal problem.
But what I do with my money?
What you do with your money is our problem.
No, it doesn't work that way.
It does because you decided to bring me in, right? And you must be a provider, a protector, and what? There's another one. There's another one.
You lead the family, don't you? Now,
no, you're supporting artists. Oh,
you're supporting artists.
In
this case, now how do you support?
You're not supporting there. But you see, when you put money down, money can't cook. You understand?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
When you bring money can't cook.
Yeah.
It's a human being that will turn that money. Yeah. When you put a house there, it's a woman that will make that house a home.
Yeah.
Okay, you leave for work, you come, your bed is laid, your house is clean, is neat. Even if a domestic servant is doing it, that woman supervises that work. Far away from that, we have childbirth as well. Okay, we are coming to help you to keep your lineage, because the children we will bear, the deposit you make in us, we nurture them, bring them out, and they come and bear your name, so that your name, Mr. Kutin, will not die. What else again do you expect a woman to do? If I am risking my life so that your lineage will live forever, I'm sure that I deserve every soft life that is ever to give. So you don't even have to ask me what I use my money for. Because I'm giving you something that money cannot buy. You understand? People have money, but they're not even able to buy it. Because
you can't buy lineage with your money.
You can't. There are rich people who wish or people would the hen on them the win your benti. Knitting no, you need to we try you. Now, some quite the whole 9 months. Look at ovulation, look at menstruation. Name a yin son, but smoke a bean. A yin son first month, and I them on bobbing in the movie of them. Where we are seeing now 2x8. Yena CS Yakaye. Once where you push, we could push. Sometimes, if you push, your perineal tears, the flesh between your front and your back would get torn. And they will have to sew it live. When you are good enough, what happen, Pam?
Yeah.
It's Nina, a man.
Yeah, mom. Sunday, a banner or ban. What's the Benin over?
A one put out a man.
A banner or ban, a banner or banner. On Kitamizino. Okay,
I think we need to treat this topic in the upcoming.
We have to do it.
Yes, let's talk about bills.
I'm from Oba, a boss man.
Oh, on your sumasam.
No, but a best man. I'm from Oba as a noble who I'm from Oba and you been selfie. Now you benefit from the children. You even benefit more. Mama, sister, 1 year party, Mom, so on your tower, I was Babra, now the sister never say 1 than more. And I will continue that a lot. Sebastian Oba, oh, mammy, lineage.
For phone. Hello, Maubi,
and I saw how. You want to easy. Easy. But like you're saying, this is a very important topic.
Yes, we need to
the
talk
idea
about
of a
it.
bill, the idea of the place of a woman's money in the family. These are
You see,
topics that I would love to.
Our Muslim brothers, if they'll be very honest, the Quran even prohibits a woman to work for the family. The Quran teaches them that the woman's money is her money and the man is supposed to take care of the woman.
Until I read this part of the Quran,
Please
I
read
want
it.
to hold on with
Please
any
read
comments.
it.
Anyway, we need to
Next
proceed
time we
because we
meet.
have limited time.
Yes,
In as much,
the
I
next
think
time
we
we'll
need to activate the lines as well.
Please do.
For our callers to or listeners to also call and share with us. Have you been inspired in any way with this show? Has it done something for you? Did you hear something very significant that has impacted your life? We want to hear more from you if you are listening to us or you've been listening to us on Saturday. So the lines are activated. It's 059 388 2652. 059 388 2652.
But as I am a stroke, and I always tell you, the way I have very strong opinions, it's amazing how I've been able to produce this show for almost 4 years. And still, every weekend I look forward to it. Yeah. I mean,
It's nice. You see, sometimes
Let's talk to our first caller.
Okay.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Atimud. I'm calling from Professor.
Can you please move away from the radio set and come again? I didn't really hear you.
Hello.
Yes. Please mention your name again and where you're calling from.
My name is Atimud. I'm calling from Professor.
Biposo. All right. Please go ahead and make your deliberation.
Yeah, my suggestion is that, all the time, if you are celebrating Mother's Day or Father's Day, you look at how the children are celebrating. When Father Day, doesn't know father, but only mother we always celebrate. So, as for me, the child belongs to mother. As for man, it's man. Man is how do you call it? I forget you next time.
Brother, thank you for calling.
I forget you next time.
Man is a stranger in his own home.
It's not true.
Oh dear.
Man is
Anyway,
a
thank you
stranger.
for calling. You got us laughing. Please, you can also call and share with us if you've been listening to the show.
I mean, International Men's Day, Men's Day was it November or December?
Yeah, we recently celebrated men. It was in November.
Every woman was quiet in this building.
Oh no.
Jane.
Celebrate yourself.
Oh no.
Yes, I'm coming. Don't worry.
you
I'll
can
come
help
to where you are.
yourself and it will help you.
Yes, we'll celebrate ourselves. But when it comes to Women's Day,
You see, and
when it comes to Women's Day,
this Mother's Day thing and then the Women's Day, I'm not sure that
not
women.
Mother's and Father's Day,
I'm
Women
not-
and Men's Day.
I understand, but I'm not sure that we women are always on men that celebrate us. We hype ourselves, and it is you, the men, who hype us.
No.
So
It's not true. You use the children to hype.
really,
You use the children. Everybody is shaking her head. You use the children.
Anyway, you
to
can
hype.
still contribute on 05938822652. 05938822652. Yeah, you can also call us.
I think that for some time immemorial, okay, it's some, and I place emphasis. The emphasis is mine on some. Some fathers have failed their children, and it was the mothers that stepped up and made sure that these kids were well taken care of. So Mother's Day and Father's Day became like Father's Day, what's it, Igwan Kodon Chuma or Sanin Pim Pim. But in our current dispensation, the fathers I'm seeing and the things that they are doing, they're really upping their game
Yeah.
and correcting the errors. Because these days I see a lot of fathers do things that growing up I never saw. So I'm sure that give us about 5-10 years, Father's Day and Mother's Day will come at par. But for now, I'm not sure that any woman will say that don't celebrate Father's Day. It's the impact that the children see the parents, that particular parent, perform in their lives. For instance, if you are a deadbeat dad, hey, what do you want me to do? You are a deadbeat dad. And you see, it is very rare. It is on only exceptional cases that you find a woman leaving 5 children and going to marry another man and forgetting the children. But when it comes to men, within they do it. They can have 5 kids with a woman, leave her with her kids, go and marry another woman, and then do whatever, forgetting that he has kids.
They can do the unimaginable. Anyway,
exactly.
0593882652. You want to contribute to the show? You've been listening to it the year, year on. You just have to call and let us know what your take has been.
Can you please ask Mr. Putin the frequency? Is it 100.3?
Mm-hmm.
Or
the frequency? See,
so the frequency is 100.3.
Can you imagine if men could offer?
When he's talking, you look at him like
before sometimes we come up with topics and we do our own argument before the decision is taken. This is what we go through typically.
Can you imagine
I'm just quiet and observing
if men
what
had
we
the
do.
principle of breast milk? The dynamics would change.
Or if men were taking post pills.
Thank you very much.
If men were taking post pills.
Thank you very much.
I am
Because women are taking post pills.
You see,
I'm at loggerheads.
You see,
they are always risking their lives.
The men in couching, the men in couching society, have bullied us and cowered women a lot.
But you came to meet us.
Yes. And
let's talk to this caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, please. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Gabriel. I'm calling from Coca-Cola.
All right, Gabriel, please go ahead and make your suggestion.
Okay, so I think, the women can also help the men to get this attention with the children. Because, sometimes we give this feeding fee, school fees and others to the mothers to be given to the children. And so when you do that, the children think, oh, mom is giving me school fees. When you go to school, he asks you, who gave you this? You say, oh, my mom gave me this. My mom this. Everything is mom. Mom will never say, daddy says you should take this home. Daddy says you should take this to school. Daddy says no. But meanwhile, it's the daddy who's providing that. You bear witness. And so I think the mothers can also help us with that. Then the children can also, in fact, daddy is really also playing a role. Hello?
Yes, Gabriel, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so that's my contribution. I think mothers can also help us with that. If they really, that they are taking all the praise.
Okay, thank you so much for your point. Well said. Well, Gabriel thinks that women should let their children know that daddy is the one. Daddy has been the one that supports base. Stop taking the shine, claiming the shine. Yeah, you can.
My
you can
boys,
contribute
for
to
instance, they like coming to me.
Jay, let's talk to the caller. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, please move away from your radio set. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Amate. I'm calling from Ogwabisiaba.
Amate Ogwabisiaba. Anyway, Mr. Amate, hope you're doing well. Please go ahead.
Very well. I think I started with the caller who just called. I was about to say the same thing, but this is it. I think I'll put part of the blame on the men, not entirely the women, because we have lead, as the caller rightly said. So this time around, going forward, the men, the last time I was telling you, you need to be part of the child upbringing. If you see something and you are buying for the child, buy for the child. Don't give the money to the mother to buy for the child. Because children grow up knowing that everything is being done by the mom. But for all you know, the family, everything is on the head. Women, you are just the neck. But because everything is being given to the mother, the child grows up knowing that the mother loves and cares for her more than the dad. But it's the dad who provides almost everything for the child. So, this advice to the men, Charlie, if you go out and see something, be part of the child bringing. If you can take the child to school, take the child out sometimes, be involved with these things. Once you do that, we even invite in the kids that yes, the dad is also someone who cares, is someone who will always be there for them. For me, that is what I always say, that be part of the child upbringing. You can take your kids out. Sometimes you can do outing with the kids alone. If you see something and you buy, let the kids know that you bought it for them. Don't buy it and give it to the mother, and the mother will give it to them. If not, always the woman will take the shine.
Anyway, thank you. I had
think
it.
the men should be very, very, very much involved in the upbringing of the child. Whatever you want to do for your kids, do it. Let them know that you are the one to win.
Okay, well said.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I heard in the grapevine that Santa visited you today, but that's okay. Enjoy your
Oh
evening.
yes, I was the first person that Santa visited. So,
Okay.
Awesome. Yes. And I made my baby aware is that effort.
Mm.
When you see that the mother is preparing for it, we didn't say that, oh, if my mom will.
You're already protesting with what Santa brother. This is that effort.
Of course.
Anyway,
Yes,
thank you,
the
Mr.
effort of the
Martin.
dad. All right.
I have an opinion on what Amate is saying. You see, it is difficult for any man to leave his kids and be somewhere else. It's very difficult. They may not express it in a very rambunctious way for everybody to see, but it's difficult. If there was a way for men to detach the children from the women, that deadbeat you are talking about, it will be very minimal. But here is the case that until the child is probably in his teens, mid-teens or late teens, you cannot actually detach.
Why do you want to detach?
Yeah,
the
because
child
you are
from the
not
mom?
on good terms with the woman. Why do you want to,
why
because
would
you see, I'm not of the opinion that women are angels. I don't think so.
Nobody's an angel.
Yeah, so, but the point is that if you have challenges with the woman, and you still have to go through this same woman in order to go through, like, get to your child, it becomes difficult. And so some men would then say, okay, you know what, let me just stay away from this situation. And that's the honest truth.
You can have a bank account and deposit money in there, give the card to the woman so that she can take care of the kids.
You are not aware that
necessarily
I
being
know
there presently.
I know people on UCC campus na onye benyi ne nya kasakasa say every month say benyi ne shop no the bread mo frama ne na ona oda no ha no say nzama ikogu benyi ne fi. You have no idea what men go through.
That's why I'm saying that these are extremes and
they are not
exceptions.
extremes. Look,
They're exceptions.
Oh, hello, I want to talk to my children. Look, things happen. It's just that men don't like to talk about. There are women who intentionally. But what about Azar irrespective of Azar, there's a child involved. The mirror for me, some people that but that's the point I'm saying, that you see, often because nature gives women a certain advantage as far as nurturing is concerned, it makes it difficult for men to, circumvent certain situations. Even the law will tell you, look, if your child is not above 7 years, in case of the divorce and all of that. You see the point now.
Before they can give the child
So
to you.
you see, this whole idea of thank God, free SHS and zaman reading as into Wama. There are certain myths and stuff like that we are beginning to voice, and you should be in some of the dad groups on social media and all that. Tell us that and all that. And the kind of stories that are put there, it's crazy. You get me? But that's what I want to say. this show, for me as the producer, has given me a deeper insight into the workings of the female kingdom. How you guys think, you know, your likes, what you think your likes are, your dislikes, and what you think your dislikes are, what your expectations are of men, and how you see the future, how you see our society, and how you see the role of men in it, and all that. I've learned a lot from this show, and I'm hoping that as we move forward, we may not necessarily agree on a lot of things. Well, most of the things you guys talk about, I disagree with it. I mean, I've been sitting here for what, 45 minutes. 80% of what you said I disagree, but it's normal. It's fine. It's okay.
Jane, moving on. You have been very much a regular on the show yourself, Hamda, and I'm always thankful. You people put a shine on the show.
Thank you.
It's been a good year with you ladies and all those who have been on it, and I want to say thank you to you. Moving on, what do you think should be that add-on? Do you even anticipate an add-on at all, or you think that, you know, there's something special that should be added on in the year 2024?
I think the add-on is to one day have a time with audience,
Okay.
so that we can have an interactive session with them
Live.
yes. Nyansa nyi bakofo nitirim. If we can have a studio audience, that as we are having the discussions, we can also throw the question to them and get
To
reactions
share.
from them. Because we are live, we can try that one and see how best.
Sure, we certainly would do that. Mr. Producer, in fact, maybe he has some outline plans for the year. Let me hear from him. And then I don't want to do the talking. I am the host. He is the producer. So anything to share with us for the year 2024?
Well, from a position of a man, we will continue to disagree with you. And we hope that you understand us and agree
What
with
an
us.
angle. Anyway, hurry
But
on.
from the position of a producer, there will be a lot of outdoor activities. There's also going to be a lot of resource persons, you know, passing through. So the topics should terminate at a point where, even though we may disagree, but there's a lot of learnings from those conversations. So,
Well, I had somebody telling me that we need to start introducing stories, people's stories, so that we can also talk about it and give some ideas. You know,
we've done stories.
We've
before.
done stories before. Yeah.
The thing about stories is that it's the norm. Almost all the gender-based shows, you know, anchor on stories. You see, we, from a production point of view, decided to go the route of themes and topics. So it was a deliberate. There are a lot of stories that come true. You know, like this morning, there was a story about women, Ghanaian women living abroad, and the things they go through. There was a full story sent to me this morning. You know, I think I did I share it with you? I didn't think so.
Not yet.
Yeah. So stories do come, and you know, maybe I want the center of Cape Coast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, stories no doors. Hey, stories no doors.
Okay.
Hey, stories no doors.
I see.
There are a lot of stories. I mean, I hear a lot of stories. You know, stories are shared with me. You know, so that, I mean, we'll do stories, but as a production team, we decided to go the route of topics, themes, so that we can have different perspectives. Often the stories, well, I'm for the you know, the victim. Often
It's kind of
no, even when I mean, even when you want to like say, if you even want to probe, how did you end up with the wabrum? It looks like you are insensitive. Do you get me? But if we are talking about abuse, gender-based abuse, then you are able to dissect, you know, the topic well,
very well.
for learnings to be achieved and all of that. Yes, so. But we'll do stories.
Anyway, so you heard from the producer some plans outlined for the year 2024. We need to wrap up on the show today. We've just been reviewing some of the things we've done. We had some interesting personalities on the show as well. The likes of lawyer Maurice Sampo talking about the law and concubine relationship. It was everything for me. That man is a blast, you know. He says it as it is. And I mean, so we look forward to bringing in more personalities, you know, more resource persons, you know, the regulars that we have. And we pray for strength, we pray for time, because now everybody is busy.
Yeah.
But in spite of all this, we still try to make time for you. Jane, your final words for tonight and for the year ahead.
Wow. Okay, so I think What Women Want show has been one of my favorite shows.
Thank you.
And even if the times that I've not been able to come, it really hurts me. I know you know, yeah. It really hurts me so bad. Like, it hurts me, like, if I'm not able to make it to the show. And I've learned a lot. I've learned so much here, and I look forward to having a very wonderful 2024 with What Women Want show. I may not be so regular, but anytime I am on it, I'll also make sure I'll give my best so that we have fun on the show and then we learn as well. We pray for long life, pray for good health, and more money.
Well, it's interesting to say that most of the women who come on the show are like an inspiration to many of the younger ones coming up, like what they've been through, the experiences. Charlotte, sometimes it's not as easy as you may think that, you know, I am always okay. No, but
that's what people...
that is the job. I need to be here and ensure that, like, wakwe, that makes me want to speak fancy. It's not easy as always. Sometimes I fight hard to be here. And the man here, my producer, can attest to that. Mr. Producer, you need to say some nice words to me now. I've been on the seat. It's not easy.
Ejiba is very hardworking.
Yeah, she's very hardworking. That's what that one I'm taking from her.
She's very imaginative.
God.
She likes to push herself.
Yes.
I'm a very difficult man.
Self-acclaim.
Yes, I'm difficult because, Jane, I easily get bored. So I need new things or improvements.
Okay.
So this show, when we are done, she'll tell you, I'll dedicate time and dissect every angle, everything.
Okay.
Then I'll come with, you know, Charlie, I think we should do this. I think we should improve that. I do that. So it's difficult to work with me. I want results and I want it quick. And I want it from a point where we'll terminate at excellence. And remember, I have a big stick. So if you are not doing it in a way I think is going to terminate at excellence, I know how to stress you. You know, and
Ejiba takes all the
shots. Ejiba, she's good. I've really enjoyed working with her. Before the show started, we had almost a year of conversations on how to position the show, you know, the branding, you know, everything around the show. We did a lot of surveys, not only in Cape Coast, but, you know, across Ghana to look at a lot of it. And so far I can say that she's the one I've worked with who has strived to stick to the script.
I think it's been back to back to back. You know, Saturdays we always don't want to let it out. Even when we are busy, we need to pre-record. It's been a difficult time. I mean, tonight I just want to let you know that, Charlie,
for your boss to
we go
admit
through.
that he's a difficult person.
I'm a very difficult.
Yeah, Jimmy is very difficult.
It's a plus for you to be working
He is
with
very
him.
difficult.
Even my mother knows I'm difficult.
Some people can't handle stress.
But it comes with professionalism. Like when you listen and go according to plans, sometimes it works. So if you're a younger person who is out there, sometimes people say, I want to be like you. It takes a lot of hard work to be
And
like
a lot
somebody.
of sacrifice of self. You have to
And
sacrifice
self-discipline. The word,
yourself.
you
Yes.
need to discipline
You have to
yourself
let go.
in all angles to be able to.
Some people have ego so much that when you try to push them to the right path, they feel like Erisham. Like
And say to na me for no.
edwuma na menyo ye na ba nhyɛ bibia.
Able to me je menyo before for more.
Yeah.
But I want to say something that is dear to my heart. Maybe that will be my final words. I took gender and development in school, and so this show is more than a show for me. I know as a programmer, a radio programmer, that the airwaves is very masculine. You know, much of the time for airing programs is skewed towards men. Women come in only when it has to do with advertisement and enticing them to, you know, and all that. So this is one of my personal ways to give back to society and try and bridge the gender gap, that hey, at least 2 hours of every week, this is a space by women for women to discuss anything and everything they want to discuss without any inhibition.
Thank you.
So I am very, you know, humbled that Ejiba thinks I should still produce a show, and that she will still.
Soft life
It's not easy.
Yeah. So kudos to all of you.
I mean, it's hard to get him
panel,
sometimes. He's a very busy person, but
Indeed.
you know, I have a way. But you know, even if it's little, I still find a way. I mean, he's a very busy person, and for me, this is what I've decided to do. So I mean, it's a promise. 2024. Well, I look forward to having an even much better show, making you excited, making you have a reason to tune in to Asaase Radio every Saturday evening from 6 to 8
She
p.m.
told you she's been nominated for RTP.
Hey.
3rd time in a row.
Vote in the cry area. As soon as she said it, I said, let me vote much so that if you forget, I know that I voted enough.
It's a testament to the good work she's
Yes,
doing.
and she has evolved. Like,
Yes.
Ejira, I keep on telling her, I tell her a lot of things. Nice
Jane is a sister, actually.
I tell her
You
a
know,
lot of
matter
nice
of fact,
things.
sometimes you don't come from the same womb with somebody, but there are people who truly care and will share with you the bad, the good, the ugly. And I mean, I'll sit on this airways and say that, well, she's such
I tell her nice
a
things.
sister. She's nice.
I'm happy about what she's doing, and I'm always excited when I see her on platforms. So anytime she posts, I'll go and comment.
Yeah.
How
Just to
excited
let
I
her
am.
know that.
Exactly. I'm really excited about it.
Maybe in 2024, you people should tell your people to not only listen but to call. Your women don't like to call. They like to
The
text
men-
privately. Hey, Ejiba, I'm listening to you. Hey, Ejiba, this one
Yes.
there. But my husband is here, so I don't want to talk. Hey, Ejiba, this
somebody
matter.
Somebody
But
sent
if I
me
say it, my boyfriend will know I said it.
I'm the one.
You know.
Somebody sent me a message on air. It
yeah.
was like, please keep it anonymous. Don't
Yeah,
let.
you
And then
see.
I had to narrate it. And then,
Hey, go myself for Ferraz, Papa.
on your fair, I'm going in Yamani.
You know, for that reason, certain people wouldn't want to show up on the show. But hey, this is I mean, it's about time we let our head down, speak out.
Yes.
Speak out. I mean, try to be a confident person. It works so much. Speak your mind.
For Ferraz.
And that's all we do on the show. We speak
Lawyer
our
Bia
mind.
Binimi.
When we are done with the show, I mean, argument done. If you disagree, probably next time you can, you know, look for the producer and come and do a rebutter.
Yeah.
Probably he
Exactly.
might allow you, but if not, we say our mind on this show. I think we need
That's
to
it.
wrap up.
Indeed.
And our mind is that we love soft life.
Absolutely.
You have to pamper us.
We like to give you the soft
Our money
life.
is our
Jane,
money.
we need to do a Christmas hangout.
Your money is our money.
We like to pamper you.
Your money is our
We like
money.
to see how
yeah.
much your money is. And of course, our money is always your money.
Thank you very much for
At a point, we should be able to borrow some of your money and pay back
when
when
I
it's.
give it to you.
I don't believe it, but we'll take it like that. Ejiba, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Mr. Producer. I mean, sometimes you need to push to bring him, but that's about it. He had to come and tell us that we are wrapping up for the year. Are we here next week, or we are coming in the year 2024?
Hopefully next week is a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so we shoot
We're taking
from
a
the
rest?
first week of January.
January.
Hopefully,
All
yes,
right.
with an all new exciting set. So
Okay, okay. So yeah, you heard the man, Jimmy Cousin. He's the producer of the show. My name is Nana Mejuba. Thank you for your time as always. And to Jane, thank you. To all the regulars, Hamda, Ade has done amazing. Mami Ajwa has been on the show. And the men who take time, Aro, yeah. Mr. Aaron Abamfo, thank you for your
Deladem.
time.
There's this
Deladem
gentleman from
Kisei.
Kotokraba.
Counselor.
Yes, the callers, the
callers.
regulars.
There's one from
Annan
Kotokraba.
Kotokraba.
Yes.
There was a gentleman who used to call, but
From Salt Pond. There's another one from
Yeah,
Salt Pond.
Abdul from Salt
Yes.
Pond.
Yes.
And that man from
Felix from Aboom.
Yes.
Yeah, we
There's
have
a
a
man
friend
from
from
UK.
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 In it. Yeah, so that's how time will permit us on the show today. Hopefully, we'll catch up again in the year 2024. Thank you so much, and enjoy your evening. I leave you with Samini's My Own.